Alycia Parks going for win number 9 in a row and back-to-back final appearances would run into former world rank number 1 Naomi Osaka. This video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use of Fair Dealing and the Digital Millennium Act. Alycia Parks would storm out to a 3-1 lead and everything was going her way. But then you saw the adjustments of the world's former ranked number 1, the 4-time Grand Slam champion, Naomi Osaka. The small things, the attention to detail. We saw first, she changed the racket out. Patrick on the sides, coaching, very vocal with Osaka. Now, Osaka would say she feels very comfortable with Patrick. They're building chemistry. She said she doesn't really talk much. So early on in the coaching relationship, there wasn't really much said. A lot of feedback from coach, being receptive to, his words, his teachings, his guidance. But now the relationship is starting to blossom. The communication is starting to get really, really good. As Osaka says, now he's just pointing things out and I'm picking them up. And look, you better string those rackets. She was down 3-1. Patrick gives her the weapon strung and she would come out and win the next 4 service games. That's right, guys. She would go up 5-3. Alycia Parks would have the opportunity to break back and tie it up at 5, but Naomi Osaka, you saw the power difference in this match. Now, watching both of these ladies serve back and forth was a beautiful thing to watch. Osaka, for most of the time, could not handle the serve of Alycia Parks, but it's a two-way street. Alycia did struggle returning Osaka's serve, and I say it all the time, Osaka, when it comes to ball striking, I think she's the cleanest ball striker on tour. And Alycia Parks, this is a good learning experience for her. She has nothing to be sad or down about. She's had a great run, and this is what we want to see. We want to see Alycia Parks playing the Osakas, the Cocos. We want to see her playing the Igas, the Elena Rybakinas, the Sabalenkas. So she's just getting started. She said her goal is to, get back inside the top 50. She's going to do it, right? She's going to jump in the rankings after this semifinal run. Alycia Parks looks good. She's healthy. I love the relationship she has with her coach. And overall, in the first set, she played a good first set. She was up 3-1. If she could have just held on, I think she could have won that first set. She played beautifully in the first set. But the difference maker was the first serve, as you can see there. Osaka in the 80 percentile range. Alycia Parks was up there, but she dropped down underneath. And the reality here is, overall, she had the opportunities. She had 7 opportunities in the first set to break Osaka, even in that 10th service game where she could have tied it up. She was up 15-40. So she had several breakpoint opportunities, but Osaka battled back, and eventually she would take the first set and she would take the match. Overall, Osaka was happy. This is her first final appearance since having the baby. And I mean, technically, it's her first semifinal appearance since having the baby. But nonetheless, guys, this is also her first final appearance with Patrick. And we're going to see how it goes as Alycia walks. As she takes the loser's walk, but Alycia Parks is not a loser. Very classy. A beautiful talent, and she's got a bright future. Osaka all smiles, so it's good to see her smile. She's been through a rough past 2-3 years. Having the child, that was a huge learning process for her, having to come back and perfect your craft and do some things differently, right? Because now you're parenting in between matches. So she talked a lot about that stuff. Osaka, beautiful smile. She advances to the championship match. She's going to take on the hard-hitting Clara Tauson, who just had a doubles match with Sloane Stephens, and she did not look like she wanted to be on the court. So we're going to see how she plays against Osaka. That's going to be a firefight. Both of those ladies can really crack, but the difference maker is the athletic edge is going to go to Osaka. But I do think in between these rallies, Tauson's going to challenge Osaka a lot. I think if Osaka can get Tauson to step inside the baseline a little bit, because I say all the time, Osaka's so dangerous. She can beat you inside the baseline, beyond the baseline, but she can beat you cross court. I think that's going to be the difference as Tauson. She just wants to drop vertical bombs from the baseline. I think those angles Osaka's going to hit her with Tossin's going to make a lot of mistakes. So this title's for Naomi Osaka, but we're not going to count Tossin out because she did play well against Madison Keys, and that's a huge win. Stay tuned, guys. Auckland Championship match, Clara Tossin, Naomi Osaka. Alycia Parks eliminated, but she played a great match. She had a great run in this tournament, and you have to like what you're seeing from Alycia Parks. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back.